Alright guys, welcome to a different kind of video today. As you see, I got some tools on the table here. So what we're doing is we're going to do an unboxing. So I just got a box of 4 ball pythons from Outback Reptiles. These are imported from Africa, wild caught, and so we got to do some special things during the unboxing. First thing, we have to verify sex. So I've got my speculum out here. The solution's chlorhexidine to make sure everything stays sanitized. Got a little bit of petroleum jelly here. You don't want to use this in your snake's vents without some type of lubrication. So some people use petroleum jelly. Some people use like a basic personal lubricant you can get at Walmart for a couple bucks. This is just to open the box, and then some paper towels. So not going to go too in depth on treatments and stuff. I may make another video on that. So issues we have to look out for today are parasites, external. So these are from Africa, so they may have ticks on them. Other issue is you don't want to introduce any bacteria or viruses into your main collection. So I do have F10 on hand, and I have a Reptifogger. So probably for the first week, these girls are going to get fogged just to help speed up the process of quarantine. So that way any type of bacteria, virus, parasites, anything like that, hopefully the F10 will take care of. So pretty big box. I'm going to press pause real quick, get the box up here on the table, and we'll get started. So pretty big box. Again, I got these from Outback Reptiles. If I had a better camera stand, I'd give you a better angle, but this is what I got, so this is what we're doing. Go ahead, cut the box open here. So if you guys have never bought a snake online and had it shipped through the mail, you need to open it as soon as you can. It's about 45, 48 degrees out here right now, and these did get shipped from Virginia, and I am in Virginia. So you can request most of the time to have them sent to a hub. So these got shipped through FedEx. I requested to have them picked up at the FedEx hub, so that way, just in case they're not sitting outside my front door, so on and so forth. So just be aware of that. So pull this out here. That's just the receipt. Love to show you guys how much I paid for these, but you're out of luck on that one. Get this open. So it looks like we got some nice packing going on here. Expect nothing less from Outback. They seem to be top-notch, world-class breeders. I have purchased a snake from them before. I have a base gene Inchi in my collection that I bought from them back in 2020 before the coronavirus stuff hit. And have another buddy who had a bongo from them as well. So it looks like we got some heat packs up inside. They're still good and warm. These got shipped out yesterday and came in first thing this morning, so heat packs are still doing great. Got some newspaper packing here just to help insulate. The ladies at the FedEx hub were very excited. One of them was kind of standoffish. The other one was super excited. I wanted to see pictures, so I showed her the pictures off of the website that I took. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 bags. And when you do live shipping, sometimes you'll have snakes that'll make a mess. So you can see here, this one had a little bit of an issue in shipping, but that's nothing crazy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video, take the box off, and then bring the snakes up one at a time. We'll get them checked over. Sex them. Again, these are wild caught, wild genetics. I had a buddy who purchased 3 or 4 wild snakes, and they weren't the nicest. So it may be in for a pretty exciting video today. So first snake up on the table. Not sure which one this is. Most breeders will send the bag with a zip tie on top, which is no biggie. And it looks like he does it pretty smart, so he bunches it up here. So may just be able to take the bag, pull it like that, zip tie pops right off. That's really awesome. I had a razor blade on standby in case I had to cut it. Hopefully I don't cut my thumb off. So we'll get this bag opened up here and see which beauty we got in here. So most of these snakes were at or right below, right at breeding weight. But again, with the wild genetics and them being new to the collection, they will not be paired up with any males until they go through a quarantine process, and I can ensure that they're healthy and good to be mixed in with the collection. So she's curled up. Got a little bit of excrement on the bag, which is not a problem. It's part of the snake breeding process. So here she is. Yeah, she left us some surprises inside the bag. First, look at this girl. I'm absolutely in love with the pattern that I'm seeing right now. We do have some alien heads here. But then we turn into these little dots. Sorry, let's get her up on the camera here. Into these dots, and then this freckling back here where it kind of explodes, which is super nice. So she's being defensive, which is good. She's not being aggressive, so that's a positive thing. I just want to check her body out here. Looks like we got a little bit of scarring, a little bit of blushing to be expected from a wild snake. Just trying to figure out where her head is here. I've been bit by ball pythons before. Not one this big. It doesn't feel good, but it doesn't necessarily hurt. So just want to check her out. So good eyes, no stuck eye caps, no stuck nose plugs. Her head is good and clean. Let's check out her belly here. She's good and strong. She's not being too offensive, not too defensive. She's not hissing at me. No strikes yet. Looks like we got a little bit of scar right here. So definitely wild. She got into some trouble out there in the wilds of Africa. So I think if this is the one, I picked this one because in the color it has this really white, nice blushing that comes up the side, and these really broken up, dotted alien heads on her. Some really nice blushing, some flaming coming up the sides here, and yeah, that's generally about it. So we'll go ahead and see how docile she actually is and get her sexed. So hopefully we don't get bit here. She is a pretty little girl, not necessarily little. So now we're getting a little bit defensive now that I'm messing with her tail. No strikes, so just wipe off the chlorhexidine. If you guys don't know what chlorhexidine is, it's a veterinarian grade all-purpose cleaner, sanitizer. It's great for everything. It's typically sold for dogs, livestock, that kind of deal. But it's great for reptiles as well. I use it to sanitize everything snake related. Actually everything in my house now. I just use chlorhexidine because it kills everything. And it's super economical. I think I bought a gallon jug for $11, $12 off of Amazon. And you need 1 teaspoon per gallon of water. So it's very, very economical. So if nobody has seen how you sex a snake, surefire way is to hold the tail like this. Here's the vent of the snake. So what I do is put a little bit of whatever lubricant I'm using right in that vent area. And then you have the pockets that come up this way. So if it's a female, this pocket will only go in 3 to 5 of the tail scales. If it's a male, it'll go in 7 to 11. So these were sold to me as all female. So part of the contract of purchase, I need to verify these for sex immediately upon receipt and then get back with the seller immediately if there's any issues. So I'm going to take and slide that in right there so you can see how that goes in, just like that. You might be able to see it move right here just like that. So that's going in 1, 2, 3 right there. You don't want to push, you don't want to be forceful with it. I'm just giving it a little bit of pressure, and it's bottoming out, so that's 3. So confirm she is a female. So just swizzle that around. So the chlorhexidine Sorry, I bumped the camera right there. The chlorhexidine has to have 45 seconds of contact time for it to actually sanitize. So that's why I just have a nice cup right there. Place that in. We're gonna go ahead and get her back in her bag and get the next snake out. So I'm gonna pause this video while I get cleaned up and switch out snakes. So not necessarily too concerned about transmitting anything from these snakes within this group of 4 because they came from the same breeder. They came over on the same shipment, probably from the same farm where they get captured from. So not necessarily concerned about sanitizing between these, but just to keep my hands clean before I go touch anything else in my collection. So this girl is quite active. She's been pushing up against, trying to get out the bag right here. Try and peek through here and see which one this may be. Can't really tell. Seems to be bigger than the last one, and I'll go ahead and get weights on these afterwards, just for my own record, so I can keep track of what they came in as, and then track their growth rates, make sure they don't have any eating issues or any problems like that. So go ahead and pop this bag open here and see what we got in this bag. All right, first peek. This may be the one I was super excited about. She's got a little bit of a hurdy on her nose, but definitely bigger than the last. So this one kind of looks like a Mojave or a cinnamon. So hopefully she's not too crazy because I'm gonna have to clean her nose up. The other thing that I like to use, you can use chlorhexidine as well. You can get this antiseptic solution, kills germs, all kinds of stuff. It's good for any wounds. So if your ball python does get an injury on its nose, scale rot, anything like that, this stuff is top notch. It's not cheap, but it gets the job done. So see if we can get her to come out and play and check on her and see how docile she is for us here. Oh, she's beautiful. Beautiful. Look at those colors. Super light. Hi, baby. Can I have all this stuff? Yeah. There we go. So, I have a Mojave in my collection, and I have a cinnamon in my collection, and I can tell you that this does not look like either one of those. These are super white. Oh, she's a runner. Come here, baby. Come here. This is whiter than it may appear on camera. We've got some nice blushing going on here. Super clean belly for the most part. Bright, bright whites. She's just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, look, she got a little teddy bear. Oh, no, don't knock that off. She got a little teddy bear right there. So again, no real alien heads. She's got a couple. Yeah, got a couple on this side. More keyholes than anything. So I'm going to probe her to verify that she is a female before I try and do anything looking at her nose. See there, she's got a little bit of an injury. So that could just be her rubbing inside the bag, trying to get out in shipment. Could have been her with the breeder inside of her tote, rubbing around, trying to get out, find a way out here. But she seems to be more concerned about getting away from me than anything. Feels like she may... I mean, if she is an adult wild caught, she probably laid eggs in the wild. She may have been found on a clutch of eggs. See, she's got some skin here. So definitely used to be bigger than this. And again, it was probably from eggs. So this girl, because she's trying to escape from me, I'm going to have to do some ninja tactics here. So one thing that you can do when you're trying to probe the snakes is you tuck them up underneath your arm. that kind of helps them make them feel more secure. Oh, yep, she's full of all kinds of fun stuff in there. And that's just part of sexing a snake. So we're just going to see what else we can get out of her. Yep. I'd rather have that on the towel than all over my hand. I can tell you that whatever she has or was been eating, whatever flora and fauna are inside these snakes, it smells completely different than a captive bred ball python. They smell completely different. So hopefully now that she's done, I can get her to calm down here. Maybe hold her just like that. And that is also a defense mechanism of the snake, for them to excrete their bowels, or to musk. And that way the predator will be less inclined to want to pursue them or want to eat them. So again, ball pythons are very, very docile animals. Very rarely will you get struck out of aggression. Typically it's a defense mechanism, or they're in hunt eat mode. So verified this is a girl, and she's absolutely stunning. This is the one that I was super excited to get because of her bright white muted sides, and she's just gorgeous. So I'm gonna get her back in her bag and get the next snake out. All right, next snake. Some of you may be freaking out. Oh my god, he didn't clean up the towel. He left all that nasty stuff on the towel. Look, I got 2 more ball pythons to go to. It's a good possibility they're gonna do the same thing to me. So instead of messing up more towels, I'm just gonna keep using this one because that's what it's for, is to absorb and clean up messes. So got everything all cleaned up, sanitized, ready to go here. Get this one popped open. Try and peek in here. A couple of these last 2 I think should be more of a gold orange color, is what I'm hoping these next 2 are. So the first one that you saw I chose because of the freckling, the lack of the traditional gray alien head per se. It had some freckling up inside the alien heads, which may work out with a dinker project that I'm currently working. Hopefully you guys get a really good show and see me cut myself. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be bad. I do have a pair of snips someplace, but that's an easy way. You just come up here. Don't try and cut this part. Try and cut this part. Put tension on it. And just take your razor blade and just push down and rock. You never want to do this because if it slips, you're going to cut yourself. So just push down and rock, and eventually the tension will break that off. Sorry about the camera zooming in and out. It's on auto zoom. It is what it is. If you guys want to donate to help me get better camera equipment and stuff like that, I'll put that down in the comment section below. Help me fund our projects and get started here. So this is definitely one of the gold ones. Give you guys a little sneak preview here. See if I can get the bag open on the camera. This may be the second one that I'm super excited about here. Oh, there's her head. Oh, look, she's going to come out and say hi. Beak. So right off the bat, we got maybe a little stuck shed on this eye over here. Maybe another stuck eye cap. Her nostrils seem to be clear. Her nose looks like it's got some dry skin on it. Not every shed is going to be perfect. Again, these are wild caught from Africa, so I didn't expect them to be captive bred, 100% quality, flawless, that type of thing. We're just going to kind of let her work herself out a little bit. She's flicking her tongue, so that means she's curious. She's checking out her environment. She's not really trying to run, just being cautious, seeing what's out here. and this is one of the bigger girls here. Yep, this is the one I was excited about. So this is more, I chose her because she has a lot of really good banding, as you can see here. So not very traditional ball python markings in the sense of a normal wild type. So this looks more like an inchy with the striping, or maybe a leopard type. And this is definitely one of the bigger girls out of the bunch. Got some nice swirls up here the closer we get to the head. Sorry, I'm looking at the snake. I'm not looking at the camera, which I should be, because she is absolutely gorgeous. So when you're looking for ticks, you want to look at areas like this that are different colored scales. Now that just might be a different colored scale, but what'll happen is the ticks will get up underneath these scales like that, and all you'll see, it looks literally just like a scale, but it'll be flat and it'll be bulging out a little bit because it's full of blood. So again, the breeder said on their site that these have been treated at least twice for external parasites. So I'm thinking that was ticks and anything else that may come on them. Internal parasites, that's to be determined. Can take them to a vet and have a fecal sample done and see if they have any worms or any other parasites. These coming from the wild, I assume that at some point they probably do. But again, that F10 may assist with that. Little damage scale here, but nothing crazy. It does somewhat feel like she may have a surprise in store for us down here. But she is a healthy girl. Very unique belly pattern here. No scale rot, which is really, really awesome, but she's got these yellow scales with these freckles on them, which are pretty cool. That kind of offsets the dark. Little damage here. May or may not be scale rot, could just be damage to the scale itself, but overall she is in really great condition. Absolutely beautiful. Definitely really like the looks of the snake. You see that beautiful head stamp there, and she's super docile. The snakes that my friend got that were wild caught from Africa, they did not like to be touched or handled. So enough oogling the pretty girl here. So I'll go ahead and get her sexing done. You can probably hear the dog in the background coming in to check out what's going on. So hopefully she'll be more cooperative than the last one. Come here, baby. I just need to check you real quick. Nope, she's gonna run. And again, you can see ball pythons are not aggressive at all. She's really just trying to get away from me right now. She wants nothing to do with this. She wants to go find a nice, warm, dark place to hide from me so she can curl up in a ball. So we're gonna hold her real quick. So again, just run that over the vent. That way, so it's not rough and dry going in. Push down a little bit just to find the vent or the hemipene, which is right there. And you don't want to go down. You want to get into that vent, into that hemipene, and come up. So you can see right there, I'm hitting tension. And that is 3 scales back. So definitely a girl. Big, beautiful, wild caught, wild genetics. So yeah, comment down below what you think she looks like. Inchy, leopard, anything else. Not really inchy because she doesn't really have the yellow orange coming up from the belly. It's more of a muted kind of yellow gray. But she's gorgeous. Alright, I'm gonna pause the video, come back with the next snake. So I definitely saved the best for last. As you can see on the bag here, this girl really let go of everything that she had inside her. Some personal information on me. I grew up on a farm in the eastern plains of Colorado, and again, I can tell you that the smell coming off of this is not anything like captive bred ball pythons. This smells more pig feces than anything. So again, whatever flora fauna they have going on inside their gut health is completely different. But definitely bringing back memories of the pig farm and the 4-H events, which is why I put on my gloves. Again, wild type ball python. Don't know what's inside her gut. Don't want to start the next coronavirus. I got nicks and cuts on my fingers from working and doing stuff, so I'm not taking any chances whatsoever. So again, downward pressure. Rock the razor back and forth. She'll pop right off. So this girl, once we get her out and look at her, if she's covered in feces, I may pause the video real quick, get her wiped down with some chlorhexidine. But if I could describe to you the smell, it would just be overpowering right now. So definitely bigger girl. I'm not going to try and give you a sneak peek inside the bag because it's not pretty. See if we can get her out. Come say hi. A little bit upside down. Oh no, this is the girl I picked because she got the white belly. Come here, baby. Let me get all that away from you. So again, very defensive. I would say that she's a bit older. She has a gigantic head. Definitely skinny, so I think she definitely had some eggs some point recently here. Or used to be a lot bigger than she currently is. So you're not sure, so I'm just going to be careful around her until I can really gauge what her personality type is like. I'm just going to try and clean her up a little bit. Try and get the smell to go away. She's not going to go back in her bag. Any captive bred ball pythons I get, I'll typically save the bag, run it through the washing machine, reuse it and keep it. With these guys being wild caught from Africa, they're just going to get thrown away and discarded. Again, yep, she's a runner. She's a runner. She wants nothing to do with me, which is fine. That's normal. But there you can see she has this beautiful stripe that runs down the back of her neck here. So that was one reason I chose her for visual appearance. The second reason is this white stripe. Come here, baby. Roll over. That runs down her belly. See that right there? And it gets a little bit more pronounced as you get more towards the back. And here you can see this side that she has these kind of broken patterns that come down from the belly that come up to the sides. So it's almost like a pied marker, but typically when you get a pied marker, it's back here on the tail, not the entire snake. So like right here, you can see this, and then it just has this white strip. So that's one of the main reasons why I picked her out. And again, this stripe that runs from the head, there's a good view for you, breaks there, a little bit more of a stripe, and then the whole back into the tail is a stripe. So she had a couple markers that really impressed me. Not a lot of traditional alien heads, more keyhole. There's a face right there. Ooh. More keyhole-esque, of like a cinnamon or a Mojave. Right there you can see, that's pretty cool. So just really excited, a little bit of scarring. She got into some trouble out in the wild. Not really seeing ticks on any of these girls, which is really awesome. So it looks like Outback Reptiles did a great job on treating them. So for her, she really does not want to be held. So I'm really got to work on her to try and get this probing done. Sometimes it's easier with second person. Both of my helpers are currently doing schoolwork right now. They just got done with Christmas break. And they're doing what they need to do to get their education completed and furthered. Come on, sweetie. Work with me here. All right. Come here, baby. Yep. I know, you really don't like that up by the head, but that's what we're going to do here. It's like I did with these last ones. A couple of them I tucked under the arm. One of them I grabbed like this, so that way they kind of work together here. Come here, baby. This is not the conventional way to do this, by the way. As long as you can have them under control and probe them, you're fine. So there, 1, 2, 3, 4 scales, so definitely a female. So there she is. I'm gonna pause it real quick and be right back. Alright guys, so that was all 4 snakes. One of my helpers is on a break, so he came down the stairs. That's probably what you heard in the background, asking if the video was done, because I asked him to stay quiet. Overall, very, very happy with the snakes. The only thing that kind of disappointed me was the coloring that was portrayed in the pictures online. Showed them to be a little bit more orange gold. Could have been the lighting, could have been the camera, could just be that they need to shed to get that color back to come out. So nothing negative against Outback Reptiles, just kind of, that's what I saw online. I really love the colors, but overall, I am 99% satisfied with the purchase, 99% satisfied with the quality of these snakes. All 4 females, which is excellent. And just super excited. So can't wait to get these girls in the breeding program and see what we can come up with, see if we can prove out some new genetics, see if any of these are like in a leucistic category, whether the blue eye, the black eye. Had the one girl that kind of looks Mojave, cinnamon. The last girl that you saw with that white banding on her belly, super excited to see what I can mix that with and come up with her. So just on the journey to create with these beautiful wild animals. So thanks for tuning in. More videos to come. Should have 2 more snakes coming in the mail tomorrow, and that'll be kind of a big reveal to a major, massive project that we have coming up. So thanks for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll talk to you on the next video.